The U.S. fishing industry is an important sector in the country's economy and culture. With more than 12.000 miles of coastline, from the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean, the U.S. has rich and diverse seafood resources. Here are some highlights. Main fishing areas. The U.S. has many large fishing areas such as the Alaska coast, the New England region, the Gulf of Mexico, and the West Coast. Abundant seafood. Popular seafood species include cod, salmon, lobster, shrimp, crab, scallops, and tuna. The U.S. has fishing management agencies, typically NOAA Fisheries, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, to ensure sustainable fishing and protect the marine environment. There are fishing quotas and no-take areas to conserve seafood species and marine ecosystems. This industry contributes billions of dollars to the U.S. economy each year. Alaska, Massachusetts, and Louisiana are the top seafood-producing states, employing hundreds of thousands of people, from fishermen to processors and transporters, using advanced technologies in catching, preserving, and processing to minimize losses and improve product quality. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with navigation systems, radar, and monitoring equipment to increase efficiency and safety. Climate change, rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification are affecting some seafood species. Global competition. The industry faces competition from countries with lower labor costs. Conservation and sustainability. Maintaining a balance between exploitation and protection of marine resources. The U.S. shrimp trawling industry is an important part of the seafood industry, especially in areas such as the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. This activity not only meets domestic shrimp consumption but also contributes greatly to exports. Here's a closer look at the industry. Gulf of Mexico. This is the largest shrimp production center in the United States, accounting for more than 70% of total shrimp production. States like Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, and Alabama lead the way. Atlantic. Shrimp is also harvested on the east coast of the United States, from Florida to the northern states. Popular shrimp species: white shrimp, brown shrimp, pink shrimp. Principal. Trawl nets are used to harvest shrimp from the bottom. Fishing vessels drag the net through areas where shrimp are concentrated, usually at depths of 3 to 50 meters. Equipment. Trawl nets are often equipped with TED, turtle excluder device, filters to minimize the bycatch of sea turtles and other species. Radar and positioning systems help vessels pinpoint areas with high shrimp stocks. Harvesting season. The main harvest season lasts from May to October. The shrimp industry employs thousands of people, including fishermen and processors. Shrimp is one of the most valuable seafood products in the United States, with annual sales of billions of dollars. The United States not only consumes shrimp domestically but also exports shrimp to major markets such as Europe and Japan. Trawling often disturbs the seabed, affecting the ecosystem and marine life. Bycatch of unwanted species such as turtles, dolphins, and small fish remains a problem that needs to be strictly controlled. Climate change. Rising sea temperatures are affecting the distribution and growth of shrimp. Phenomena such as severe storms and rising sea levels are also disrupting fishing activities. Import competition. Imported shrimp from countries such as Thailand, Vietnam, and India are often cheaper, putting pressure on domestic operators. NOAA Fisheries regulates shrimp fishing with strict regulations on quotas, seasons, and the use of TEDs to protect other species. Certification programs such as the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, are being promoted to ensure sustainable fishing. Automation. New equipment such as automated trawling systems and sensor technology increase productivity and reduce labor. Innovation in preservation. Shrimp are frozen on board to maintain high quality when processed. Billions of shrimp are caught each year using trawls, especially in areas such as the Gulf of Mexico in the U.S. This is one of the largest methods of harvesting shrimp, but it also brings both economic benefits and significant environmental concerns. Here is a more detailed analysis of the situation. Quantity. Billions of shrimp are harvested annually, with a particular focus on species such as white-leg shrimp, brown shrimp, and pink shrimp. Production. The U.S. harvests about 500.000 to 600.000 tons of shrimp per year, mostly by trawling. Main fishing areas. The Gulf of Mexico accounts for 70 to 80% of the country's shrimp production, with Louisiana and Texas being the leading states. Major revenue sources. Shrimp is a high-value seafood product, contributing billions of dollars to the U.S. economy. Exports and domestic, shrimp are widely consumed domestically and exported to international markets such as Japan, Europe, and China. Job creation, this activity supports thousands of workers, from fishermen, processors, to related industries such as transportation and storage. Disturbance of the seabed, trawling can damage the seabed ecosystem, destroying the habitat of other organisms. Bycatch. In addition to shrimp, trawls often catch many unwanted species, such as sea turtles, small sharks, or juvenile fish. Turtle Excluder Device, TED. The US has implemented turtle escape devices in trawls to reduce this problem. Emissions and energy, trawlers consume a lot of fuel, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. Changes in sea temperature and oxygen levels can affect shrimp growth and distribution. Extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, disrupt fishing operations. Strict regulation. The US government strictly regulates through NOAA fisheries, including catch limits, fishing times, and fishing technology. International competition. The US faces cheap shrimp imports from Southeast Asian countries, making it difficult for domestic fishing. Using sensor and positioning technology increases efficiency while reducing environmental impact. Onboard automation, such as smart trawling systems, reduces labor and costs. Sustainability certification. Operators are looking to certifications such as the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, to ensure shrimp is legally and sustainably harvested. Public education. Encourage consumption of responsibly caught products, reducing demand for shrimp from unsustainable sources. With such a large scale, the US shrimp trawl industry needs to balance economic benefits with environmental protection. The US shrimp trawl industry has been investing in technology solutions and management regulations to minimize negative impacts. These improvements not only help protect the environment but also improve production efficiency. This device is designed to provide an escape route for sea turtles and larger creatures when they become entangled in trawls. Mandated by US law, TED reduces bycatch by up to 97%, protecting rare species. Improved mesh-size nets. Using larger mesh nets reduces bycatch of small or unrelated species. This helps the fishing industry optimize resources and conserve ecosystems. Fishing vessels are equipped with modern positioning systems to identify areas with high shrimp densities, minimizing inefficient trawling. This reduces time at sea, saves fuel, and reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Temperature and current sensors. Sensor technology helps fishermen predict favorable conditions for shrimp fishing, increasing production without harming the environment. NOAA Fisheries sets limits on the number of shrimp that can be harvested in a season to ensure shrimp resources are not overexploited. No trawling and conservation areas. Some sensitive or high-density sea turtle areas are designated as no trawling areas, helping to restore the ecosystem. Reasonable fishing seasons. Clearly regulate the start and end of fishing seasons to avoid catching shrimp during the spawning period. US consumers increasingly prefer shrimp products that are sustainably caught and certified. This puts pressure on operators to comply with international standards. Domestic brand value. Shrimp harvested in the US, especially from the Gulf of Mexico, is considered a premium product, thanks to its good quality and transparent fishing methods. The industry will face many challenges in the future, but there are also great opportunities if sustainable solutions are effectively applied. Adapting to climate change. Research programs on changes in the marine environment will help fishermen predict and adjust their fishing activities accordingly. Fishing vessels powered by renewable energy, such as electricity or hydrogen, are being studied to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Expanding international cooperation. The United States is working with other countries to share management experiences and develop sustainable fishing technologies. The US shrimp trawl industry is a prime example of sustainable management in a large-scale industry. However, to maintain shrimp resources for future generations, cooperation from the government, fishermen, and consumers is needed. The life of a shrimp trawler in the US is unique, challenging, but also has its proud aspects. For them, the sea is not only a place to make a living but also a part of their life. Here is a detailed look at the lives of these workers. A trip out to sea usually lasts from a few days to a few weeks, depending on the fishing season and the fishing location. Fishermen usually work in shifts of 12 to 18 hours each, Nighttime is the time when shrimp are most active, so trawling often takes place at this time. Working process. Trawling. The trawl net is lowered to the seabed and dragged for a long time to harvest shrimp. Shrimp sorting. After pulling the net up, fishermen must quickly sort the shrimp, remove the bycatch species, and pack them in cold storage right on the boat. Equipment maintenance. The trawl net, engine, and other equipment need to be constantly checked and repaired to ensure smooth operation. Most shrimp trawlers are small to medium-sized, with limited living space. Fishermen usually sleep in small cabins, sometimes having to share sleeping quarters due to lack of beds. Meals at sea. Fishermen cook their own meals on board with ingredients brought from the mainland. Meals are usually simple, such as soup, canned meat, bread, or fresh fish caught at sea. Extreme weather. Working at sea means facing big waves, strong winds, and unexpected storms. This requires the fishermen to be resilient and have a strong spirit. Working on a trawler is one of the most dangerous occupations in the United States. The risk of accidents from trawling, falling overboard, or equipment failure is always present. Unexpected weather changes, especially in the Gulf of Mexico, can be dangerous for both the boat and the worker. Work pressure. Long and continuous working hours cause physical and mental fatigue. Shrimp sorting and storage must be done quickly to ensure quality, putting a lot of pressure on the fishermen. For many, this job is not only a livelihood but also a source of family pride. Passed down from generation to generation, the sea gives them a sense of freedom and a connection to nature. Income. Despite the hard work, shrimp fishing is relatively profitable, especially during peak season. A successful trip can bring in a significant income. Comradeship. Life at sea builds camaraderie and solidarity among crew members. They rely on each other to overcome difficulties and share the joy of a good harvest. Modern vessels are increasingly equipped with advanced technology, such as navigation systems, automated towing equipment, and better cold storage, which reduces the amount of manual work. This not only improves efficiency but also improves the quality of life on board. Increased safety. Stricter safety regulations, such as mandatory life jackets and training, help reduce accidents at sea. Less young people are interested in pursuing fishing careers due to harsh conditions. Many fishing vessels are facing a labor shortage and need to improve living conditions to attract new workers. The life of a shrimp trawler in the United States is a combination of hard work, a commitment to tradition, and pride in contributing to the seafood industry. Despite the challenges, the profession plays an important role in the economy and culture of coastal communities. The marine trawl industry, especially shrimp fishing, brings in millions of dollars in annual income for fishermen in the United States. It is one of the most profitable industries due to the high demand for seafood products, both domestically and internationally. However, this source of income comes with challenges and strict requirements. The U.S. shrimp trawl industry generates between $500 million and $1 billion in revenue each year, including both harvesting and processing. Shrimp is one of the most valuable seafood products in the U.S. thanks to its superior quality and consumer appeal. Fisherman earnings. A 1 to 2 week trip can bring in between $10 and $30 per fisherman on board, depending on the catch and selling price. For fishermen who own fishing vessels, profits can be much higher, but they also have to bear costs such as fuel, boat maintenance, and crew salaries. The highest earnings typically come during the main shrimp season, which runs from May to December, when production and prices peak. Product value. Fresh, high-quality shrimp sells for $10.20 per kilogram on the domestic market. Frozen or exported products bring even higher value. Price volatility. The price of shrimp and other seafood can fluctuate based on market demand and international competition. When prices rise, fishermen can make big profits. But when prices fall, their incomes suffer. Each trip can cost thousands of dollars in fuel, food, and equipment maintenance. For large vessels, operating costs can be as high as $20 minus $50 per trip. Occupational risks. Factors such as bad weather, inconsistent production, and equipment breakdowns can cause large losses, sometimes resulting in losses rather than profits. Demand for shrimp and seafood in the United States and international markets such as Europe, Japan, and China is always high. Shrimp harvested in the United States, especially from the Gulf of Mexico, has a good reputation for quality and sustainability, which adds value to the product. Government support. U.S. fishermen are supported through NOAA fisheries conservation and management programs that help maintain stable and long-term seafood resources. Fuel subsidies or occupational insurance programs also help reduce the cost burden for fishermen. Advanced fishing and preservation equipment are helping fishermen increase productivity, reduce waste, and improve product quality, thereby improving income. Sustainable markets. Certifications such as the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, are helping U.S. trawl products reach high-end markets with higher values. Adapting to climate change. Fishermen and managers are working together to cope with changes in the marine environment. Ensuring efficient and sustainable fishing. The trawl industry not only brings in millions of dollars in income for fishermen, but also contributes significantly to the U.S. seafood economy. However, to maintain high profits, the industry needs to continue investing in technology, resource conservation, and international market development. Many trawlers have turned this hard work into a stable source of income, even helping them achieve prosperity. Some notable stories. Fishermen who own fishing vessels. Fishermen who own vessels often have the highest incomes, especially if they operate efficiently and build their own markets. A small fishing vessel can earn between $150 and $250 per season, while larger vessels can generate millions of dollars in revenue. Local seafood brands. Some fishermen go beyond fishing and build their own brands for shrimp and seafood products. They sell directly to high-end restaurants or consumers, increasing profits by 2 to 3 times compared to wholesale. Fishermen often reinvest profits to upgrade their boats, adding modern equipment such as automatic cold storage, smart trawling systems or fuel-efficient engines. These improvements not only increase productivity but also reduce operating costs. Diversify products. In addition to shrimp, many fishermen exploit other seafood species such as perch, flounder, or crab to maximize income. This diversification helps them not to rely too much on a single source of income. Learn to adapt to the market. Some fishermen have begun to learn how to work with processing companies, or form their own cooperatives to increase their bargaining power, receiving higher prices from importers and retailers. The trawling industry not only provides direct income to fishermen but also contributes greatly to the development of coastal communities. Jobs in supporting industries. In addition to fishermen, thousands of others work in industries such as seafood processing, transportation, boat maintenance and fuel supply. These industries create great economic value and promote the development of coastal communities. Keeping family traditions alive. In many coastal areas like Louisiana and Texas, trawling is more than just a job, it's a family legacy. Generations of families work together, maintaining traditional values of the trade. Despite the high income, trawlers face significant risks and challenges that impact their bottom line. Impacts of climate change. Climate change has a major impact on shrimp habitats, potentially reducing production. Rising temperatures and natural disasters like hurricanes also disrupt fishing operations. International competition. Imported shrimp from countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and India are often cheaper due to lower production costs, putting pressure on U.S. fishermen to keep prices competitive. Strict regulations. To protect the environment, the government imposes strict regulations on fishing quotas, fishing gear, and restricted areas, which sometimes reduce fishermen's short-term income. Despite the challenges, the trawling industry has the potential to grow thanks to positive trends. Government financial support. The U.S. government often provides preferential loans or grants to fishermen to invest in sustainable technology and equipment. Developing marine tourism. Some coastal communities have combined fishing with tourism, such as organizing fishing boat tours or shrimp trawling experiences, providing additional income for fishermen. Certification of clean products. Sustainably caught shrimp and seafood have great potential in international markets, especially in European countries, Japan, and the US. The marine trawling industry not only generates millions of dollars in revenue, but also provides a livelihood for thousands of US fishermen. Maintaining a balance between efficient fishing and environmental protection is key to ensuring the industry's sustainable future. After being caught by trawl, shrimp often undergoes a thorough processing process to ensure quality before being marketed or exported. Here are the main steps. After being pulled in the net, shrimp are washed with seawater or fresh water right on the boat. To maintain freshness, shrimp are usually stored in cold storage at temperatures between -2 degrees Celsius and -5 degrees Celsius. or quick frozen at temperatures below -20 degrees Celsius. Grading. Shrimp are sorted by size, quality, and unwanted species are removed. Larger shrimp are often given priority for sale at higher prices. Processing at factories. Cleaning stage. Upon arrival at port, shrimp are transferred to processing factories to be cleaned, removing heads, shells, or unnecessary parts. Some premium shrimp products retain the shell or head to serve specific markets. Frozen and packaged. Shrimp are frozen using IQF, individual quick freezing, technology to preserve flavor and quality. Then, shrimp are packed in vacuum-sealed bags or boxes, clearly stating the origin, expiry date and transparent traceability information. Export. A large amount of shrimp is exported to European, Japanese and Chinese markets. American shrimp is highly appreciated for its compliance with food safety standards and sustainable fishing. Modern technology and sustainable resource management programs play an important role in improving efficiency and protecting marine resources. Modern trawlers are equipped with GPS and radar to accurately determine effective fishing locations. Avoiding prohibited fishing areas. Environmentally friendly trawls. New types of trawls are designed to minimize the bycatch of unwanted species. Protecting the seabed ecosystem. Production tracking systems. IoT technology and onboard sensors help monitor catches to ensure that quotas are not exceeded. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, sets strict catch quotas to ensure that shrimp resources are harvested sustainably. Protected areas. Some marine areas are completely protected, with no fishing allowed to allow for the regeneration of marine resources. In some areas, captive breeding programs have helped increase shrimp production over the long term without depleting the resource. The U.S. shrimp trawl industry is not without its challenges, but solutions are being implemented to ensure sustainability. Challenges. Climate change. Global warming and rising sea levels are threatening shrimp habitats. Rising costs. High fuel and equipment prices are reducing fishermen's profits. Competition with farmed and imported shrimp. Farmed shrimp from Asian countries are cheaper,